Hi, we're here live right now. This is Totally Healthy right here on FaceTime Radio, and I have a very special guest here with me, Miss Tyra Robinson, and she is awesome. I've seen her in action. I heard about her cause when she visited Amp Fitness, and I saw her killing the workout, totally killing it. And she has a phenomenal story to share about her life and her mission. So I'd like to introduce you and tell you thank you so much for coming.
Oh, you're welcome. It's my pleasure. Thank you for reaching out.
Well, I appreciate you for coming. So I have, please tell everyone a little bit about your mission. Like what inspired you to start Rock Your Heart?
What inspired me to start Rock Your Heart was really life after death. After experiencing 3 heart attacks, I knew that I was sent back here to help save someone else's life. So that's what inspired me to start Rock Your Heart Society, to keep the conversation amongst the minority community going.
So you're letting women know, but most importantly, or your emphasis is women of color.
Yes, definitely. My emphasis is women of color. I think it's not enough conversations going on in our neighborhoods and our communities about heart disease and stroke.
So what would you say if you had to share your top three pieces of information to let someone know so they can be informed? What would you tell them?
I would definitely tell them to know the symptoms of heart disease and stroke. Also, to know your family history. If there's a family history, there needs to be a conversation happening. And to call 911. Don't die of doubt. So if anything seems off in your body, go ahead and call.
Call 911. So don't
Seconds
wait.
matter. Yes. Don't wait, because seconds matter to life, between life and death.
Exactly. So for listeners who don't know the difference between a stroke or a heart attack, what would you tell them?
I would tell them I can talk more about
The stroke.
the heart attack than the stroke. Even though I have a family member that looks similar, same age, has some stroke issues. But with heart attack, I can tell you that fatigue. I can tell you that it's not what we think as far as the clenching of the chest.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, the symptoms can be very subtle with women. It could be just neck discomfort or a numbing in your jaw or in your left arm or either arm. It doesn't really matter. But so just pay attention to your body. Know your body. It can be a number of things like your upper back in pain,
Oh wow.
or it can feel like a pill is stuck. It can even feel like indigestion, or they'll say it's stress related. So it can be a
Okay.
number of things that women have to pay attention to.
So what did you feel when you had the heart attack?
When I
The
had
first
my
one?
heart attack, my symptoms started several months before I actually had my first heart attack. And like to call that God's grace, because He kept me, because my symptoms started showing in my feet
Oh
first.
wow.
And that's kind of how I came up with the Rock Your Socks for heart disease. And it's a faith-based apparel,
Mhm.
but because my symptoms started showing in my feet, they started turning really dark. My ankle started to bother me. I had this thing on the side of on my right foot, and it turned very black. And then they also told me that your arch keeps dropping. I can't think of a medical term for it right now, but my arch kept dropping. My feet were just bothering me, and so
Okay.
it started there, and then it went to the arm going numb, and then it went to the neck tightness, and that's where it started. And I went to the doctor from there. So the neck tightness and the arm numbing, I noticed that it wasn't going away.
So it went on for months.
It went on for months. So a heart attack will warn you if you pay
Okay.
attention. And stroke the same if you pay attention in some cases.
So you got the red warning, the
Mhm.
flag
Right.
went off. So what eventually pushed you to go ahead and go?
Well, I went to my doctor at the beginning of the year, and we thought it was just stress, because I am a school teacher. So of course that's what we chalked it up to, because I
Yes.
don't have high blood pressure, and you know what it is to be stressed as a school teacher. Right?
Yes, teacher. Yes.
So I don't have high blood
Many
pressure or
hats.
high cholesterol, none of those issues. So we chalked it up to stress. And stress does play a role in
It
how
does.
our bodies react to certain things. So
Mhm.
what made me go was I had a heart attack. That's what made me go.
So eventually you had the heart attack. That's when you had the first one.
Yes.
So then when did the rest occur?
The first one occurred April 10th, the next one April 11th, and then the massive heart attack April 12th.
So a series back to back.
Yes.
And then a massive heart attack occurred.
That Saturday, April
2014.
Yeah.
That's the day your life changed forever.
Yes, that's my new birthday.
So that's the day where you actually went away, but God brought you back.
Right. That's the day I went into what we know on this side is cardiac arrest. Sudden death. Well, not cardiac arrest, excuse me, sudden death is what I experienced during my procedure.
Oh, so you were right in the middle of a procedure.
I was in the cath lab, which is where they take you when you have a massive heart attack, and I was getting they go through your groin and they mess around with your heart and kind of tell you what's going on. So you're up the entire procedure, and then that's when I went to sudden death.
Sudden death.
Yeah. It's been an interesting journey.
And then you woke up eventually, and then they had to tell you what happened, your family, the doctors. Is that what happened?
Well, I came back, it seemed like seamlessly, like I had never went anywhere.
Wow.
But I knew different, and that experience is definitely one of the reasons why my mission covers a couple of things: to tell you that heaven is real, and to also tell you that these temples we need to take care of. But I had 99% blockage in my main artery, which is known as the widowmaker, and so I shouldn't have survived that very hard.
99% blockage.
Right.
So what was the cause of the blockage?
Come to find out, it was family history of heart disease on my dad's side, but I wasn't raised with my dad. My dad was murdered when I was 2, so I know that side of the family, but there was no conversations being had. So I can't stress that enough. The high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, all of that is worth the conversation being had because all of that could lead to a heart attack or a stroke. But in my case, my grandfather and several other siblings died from heart attacks.
So a simple conversation can actually save lives.
A simple conversation can save lives.
Actually, whenever we go to the doctor, we get this question. On the questionnaire, do you have history of heart attack? Do you have history of high blood pressure? So if you don't know that, then the option is going to always be no.
Right, the option will always be no.
Yes.
So the doctor doesn't know to really dig a little deeper. So yeah, it's tricky, but you definitely should be having a conversation. It's funny that you asked that too, because I went to the emergency room for something with my heart maybe a couple of months back, I don't know. And the doctor said something to me, the guy that was checking me in, the nurse, and he said, I told him about the heart attack, and he said to me, oh, that's why that question is important for us to ask about family history. I never could tie it together. Why do we need to know that? But even some people that work within the hospital,
they don't realize
how important that question is.
They practice medicine. That's what they do. They practice, but the real concepts aren't always grounded.
Right.
So that makes perfect sense. I'm glad that you came and you're sharing. So now, how would you say, what is the condition of your heart currently?
I would say it's good. I try to take care of myself best I can. Once I had the heart attacks, of course my diet had to change. And when I say diet, I'm not dieting like
your nutrition.
Right, my nutrition had to change. What
So
I put
important.
in my body had to change drastically. I actually cried when I went to the restaurant for the first time and I couldn't have this and I couldn't have that. But now I'm okay with it. It's the exercising.
The exercise.
It's difficult, but I'm getting it done.
You are. I saw you in action. So back to when you said that it was so hard for you at the restaurant. So what choices do you have to make now to support the heart health right now?
Right now, I try to stay away from anything that's fried. I try to stay.
About the trans fats.
Yes, that's not no good for you.
No.
I try, cholesterol, anything that's butter, all the good stuff we like, soul food. I just try to stay away from stuff that's not good for me. I lean more toward fish, baked chicken, and vegetables, things that work for my body, that work for all our bodies.
Getting enough protein and produce. You're getting the healthy fats. You walked in right when I was talking about that. So it's good to see it's reiterated by a true survivor that these things are vital to your health. It is vital for you to incorporate consistently, not just because of having a heart attack, but because you want to avoid these happenings in your life.
Right, and one of our models at Rock Your Heart Society is prevention is better than treatment. Prevention is always
Yes.
better than treatment. Take care of yourself before the doctor tells you you have to be on high blood pressure or cholesterol. It's not worth it.
It's not. So preventative medicine, well, not actual medicine, but getting the nutrition that you need
Right.
to support your body. So I like that mission.
Yeah.
So you're passing it on to so many people right now and helping so many others to save lives by sharing your story. You could have chose to remain silent. You know, so many people survive, but they say nothing. They
Right.
thank God, but they don't say anything after that. But you're actually moving forward to save lives. So I thank you for doing that.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So you mentioned Rock Your Heart Society. Tell us more about the society.
Rock Your Heart Society it's twofold. We have what we call Seconds in Red, where the ladies come and gather and just take one epic picture, and it's all love, and it's just for every woman that stands against heart disease and stroke is spreading awareness, and that's what we gathered for on December 2nd of 2017 this year. Last year was great. The ladies looked beautiful, and so that's what Second in Red is, just a movement to spread awareness amongst minorities. And any lady of any color can stand with us, because heart disease is the number one killer of all women.
people,
So
yes.
we're not biased at all. I don't care what color you are. You can come and stand with us.
I saw those pictures too from the previous year. They're beautiful. Yes.
The ladies were beautiful. Thank you for your support. Then we have Rocky Heart Apparel. And what we're trying to do, what we're doing with that is we started just building an apparel brand, and we started with socks. As I
From the
explained
bottom,
earlier.
from your feet.
From your
The
feet.
first symbol.
Your feet show you a lot about your health. They tell you a lot about your health. From your toenails, everything. Just pay attention to your body. I can't stress
That's
that enough.
skin on your feet.
Yeah, isn't it crazy?
Yes.
But so it's an apparel line, and this is just the beginning of where we're going to take it. But we're excited for the journey. So 50% of profit will go to nonprofit agencies already fighting the cause of research, or whether it goes to helping somebody get a stress test to pay for a medical bill. That's what the apparel lines for.
That's awesome. So how can they join in? How can they buy the apparel?
They can go to rockyourheartsociety.com and they can purchase there. And the tickets for Seconds in Red will be on sale soon. So look out for the pre-sale.
That's a must. And you also have a Facebook page for Seconds in Red.
Yeah. So you can just look up, I'm Rock Your Heart Society on Instagram, I'm Rock Your Heart Society on Facebook and Twitter, so you can just check us out at any of those websites.
Any of those. And then if they're local, they can join in.
They can join in and become a heartbeat anytime.
Oh, so that's what you call your lady?
Yeah.
The heartbeat. That's pretty cool.
An extension of my heartbeat. Yeah.
An extension of your big heart to the world. So I hope you take part in this Rock Your Heart Society. And Seconds in Red, it will be epic, like she said already. It's worth it. So you get a chance to save lives and inform individuals about stress tests. So when you say stress test, what's involved with that?
A stress test is fairly easy. If you exercise, you can go in and do a stress test. A stress test is basically just walking on a treadmill.
Oh, really?
And they have all the little gadgets connected to you, kind of like a EKG. It's connected to you, and they can do the readings, and it'll tell you, how your heart is pumping, how the blood is flowing, and all that good stuff.
So it's that simple. If someone can walk on the treadmill or walk, period, then a stress test is something they don't have to worry about. So there's no operating machines to have to step into. Like some people would say, "Oh, I'm claustrophobic, I can't do that." They can just get hooked up and go right along.
Right.
So,
you just go right on. It's like walking on a treadmill.
that is pretty cool. And I thank you for sharing that in such a way that I'm pretty sure someone, if they were like uneasy about it,
Right.
they'll be more comfortable. Oh, we're being told that we have to go into break. You've been listening to FaceTime Radio. This is Totally Healthy, and we've had Miss Tara Robinson with Rock Your Heart Society.